Welcome back to the TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Masculinity Guidance. I said that horribly wrong. But just how to show confidence without having to say anything. These are a lot of little actions that I don't think a lot of men know that can really help out your, not just your dating life, but just your life in general to be more confident and to be more assertive, or, you know, to have that mystery that people want to ask you what you do or what the hell is this guy talking, what's this guy about? So please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that. And let's get to that chow. It's chow time.
You fed up with being invisible, overshadowed, and dismissed? Sick of being seen as just another face in the crowd, are you?
Yep.
Life ain't easy, especially for young men like you who are hungry to make their mark in a world full of competition and judgment. But let me tell you something, bucko. Confidence is your ticket to breaking free. Chapter 1. Don't sit with your legs crossed. It's time to address a crucial aspect of displaying confidence without uttering a word: your body language. And let's start by tackling a habit that screams weakness and insecurity: sitting with your legs crossed. Crossing your legs may feel comfortable or maybe seem polite, but in the game of confidence, comfort and politeness won't get you very far.
It does not.
It's time to spread those legs, as they say, man spread. Occupy. Claim your space. Send a clear message that you aren't to be messed with, because everybody knows the length of a man's manhood is directly proportional to the amount of space that his legs take up. When you sit with your legs crossed, you're basically shrinking yourself. You're making yourself appear smaller and less dominant. You're literally
100% agree with that. Like the people that just kind of like, you know, meeker down or just kind of like hunch over a little bit, you're actually making yourself smaller and less, like you're taking up less space. And as a man takes up space, it shows how confident he is.
closing off your body, sending a signal that you lack the confidence to your own space. And guess what? The world takes notice there.
Yes, it does.
And not in a good way. To show true confidence, adopt an open and expansive posture. Sit with your legs spread apart. Not so ridiculously so that other people don't have room to sit, obviously, like the joke I was making. Don't man spread, but take up the space that you rightfully deserve.
Yep.
By doing so, you convey a sense of power, one of dominance and self-assuredness. You're telling the world, I'm here and I'm not afraid to take up space. Chapter 2.
This is why posture is a big deal. If you have a very, you know, straight posture, a good posture, you actually take up more space because your shoulders are higher, your neck is higher, you know, you actually look taller too.
Keep your hands out of your pockets. Another common sign of insecurity that's holding you back from showing your true confidence. Keeping your hands buried in your pockets. It's time to liberate those fingies and let them do the talking, literally and figuratively. When you keep your hands hidden away, you're sending a clear message that you're unsure of yourself. You have something to hide. It's as if you're physically closing off the opportunity to connect with others and express yourself. And that's not the message you want.
The other side is the like having your arms crossed and you're standing like this. You seem very standoffish too.
I convey, is it? Confidence demands that you bring your hands out of hiding and use them to communicate, to gesture, to...
Dude, you see me, guys, like I use my hands a lot just to talk and stuff like that. Maybe you don't see them because it's lower here and I still move them around. But gesturing, like if you actually look at presidents and how they speak and point and like how they do gestures, that is a big confidence thing. When people see you, like unless you're just, you know, like constantly doing shit, then yeah, you're going to look weird. But when you gesture and make certain points, it actually shows like, damn, this guy has full control of what he's talking about.
Interact with the world around you. Your hands are powerful tools of expression, and by keeping them visible, you instantly elevate your presence and show that you're not afraid to be seen.
Yeah, remember, hands can actually communicate. It's called sign language. So yes, it's not just sign language that people see the movement of your hands and actually what it conveys to other people.
While you're going through the journey of self-improvement, you need the right guidance to efficiently level up in life. All the different aspects of self-improvement are brought together in the 0.1% blueprint. The name already gives it away. You're going to have access to all the information that'll drastically transform your life. Since the gym plays a critical part, we've included an advanced gym program that's fully customizable to your needs. If you're ready to take that next step in your journey, click that link in the description down below. Chapter 3. Do not have a closed posture.
I actually I don't have an issue with him selling a course to help men, you know, understand this types of things. I do feel it's a little grifty, but the way they go about it, like having a meal plan and having a workout plan, like that's fucking solid. Like if I had that when I was started, I think it would have like progressed myself even more. I ended up getting a personal trainer for a little bit, and it did help me out. Just like someone there to kind of monitor you and push you, it actually does change things a bit.
Have your legs at shoulder width. If you want to exude strength and authority, it's essential to avoid a closed posture and instead to adopt a stance that commands attention. One of the key elements of an open and confident posture is having your legs positioned at shoulder width apart. When you stand or walk with your legs too close together, you're giving an impression of timidity and weakness. It's like you're afraid to take up space and assert yourself, lest the world give you a stink eye. To show the world that you mean business, it is time to widen that stance, buddy. Spread your legs apart, aligning them with your shoulders. This simple adjustment instantly signals that you're ready to tackle whatever comes your way.
It's a big deal how you stand and how you walk. In prison, it's very easy to tell. Not in prison, I'm sorry. In real life, it's easy to tell the men that have been in prison for a very long time. They actually have a different posture and a different stance when they stand and walk. Like a lot of them stand with the shoulder width length, but they have their legs kind of like pointed outwards. So, because in prison, you never know what direction you need to run or move to avoid whatever it needs to be avoided. So they have a very open stance to be able to, maneuver whichever way is necessary. So they're always in a constant defense of how they stand, just in case something ever happens, because they're so used to that type of environment.
Having your legs at shoulder width apart conveys a sense of stability, balance, and self-assuredness. It allows you to physically occupy more space, giving off an aura of confidence and dominance. People will take notice, and they will instinctively give you the respect and attention that you deserve. Chapter 4. Use hand gestures as much as possible. Alright, fellas, it's time.
Okay, as much as possible is maybe a bit much, but like, yes, it does need to be incorporated through your speeches and how you actually talk and communicate with people. I do agree with
to
that.
unleash the power of nonverbal communication by letting your hands do the work. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. When it comes to showing confidence without uttering a word, your hand gestures play a crucial role in conveying your message and capturing attention. Think about it. When you see someone using expressive hand movements, you automatically pay more attention to what they're saying. It's as if their gestures amplify their words and make their message more compelling.
Mm-hmm.
So why not harness that power for yourself? When you use hand gestures while speaking, you bring life and energy to your communication. Your gestures help to emphasize key points, add clarity to your thoughts, and engage your audience. They show that you are fully present and that you are invested in the conversation, and that alone is a powerful display of confidence. Chapter 5. Wear classic masculine outfits. Your choice of clothing speaks volumes about who you are.
It really does. There's people out there, I should be able to wear whatever I want. You're just like the women that say the exact same thing, right? If you want to attract something, you have to fit the mold of what you're wanting to attract. So of course, what you're wearing matters. If you want to look and be presentable, it's a big deal. Like, not just women notice this, other men notice this too. They notice the confidence. Like when you have a 3-piece suit or just a vest on, full, like nice and fitted, you look like $1 million. Even if you have just a nice plain tee, like all I wear is black tees, unless I have business meetings or whatever it is, then I, dress up. But like on a normal casual basis, I wear the same outfit. And I particularly picked this outfit because it matches, makes me look a certain way. It makes me look a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more dominant than most Asians do, because I am a little bit built, and the clothes fits very well, right? It's very, like, I wouldn't say tight, but it hugs me. And because I work on my figure, people can see it better, and they're like, oh damn, this guy works out. This guy is like, this probably might be a guy to, like, you want to mess with. It really shows those things.
And how you perceive yourself. It's time to leave behind the fashion trends that come and go and embrace the power of classic masculine outfits. When it comes to dressing confidently, there are a few key principles to keep in mind. First and foremost, choosing clothing that fits you well. Baggy, ill-fitting clothing gives off an air of sloppiness.
This was in the 90s. In the 90s, yes, if you actually watch like Kings of Comedy and stuff like that, you see all of them wearing super baggy suits and like just crazy big suits. And that's just it looked bad back then, but it was like a trend back then. And then if you actually look the classic of just classic men of back in the day and even classic men now, they all they all wear very fitted suits, almost tailor made, right? Why is tailor like getting custom suits that tailor to your body make such a big difference? Because it shows off all your figures and all your assets physically without having to do too much.
Yes, and a lack of attention to detail. Go for clothes that make your physique pop.
Damn
and
right.
make you look sharp and put together. Invest in a few high-quality staple pieces that form the foundation of your wardrobe.
I've talked about this before, accessories. Like probably the biggest things that will help form like how you look would be a nice simple watch. I just wear a plain black watch. It's not nothing name brand or anything. But I also wear a nice belt. I have a Ferragamo belt that I wear with most of my outfits. It's just a plain black belt with the Ferragamo logo on it. But the Ferragamo logo is a very subtle logo. It's not like the Gucci logo or the Louis Vuitton or like the Versace Medusa head or anything like that. But it shows a little bit of a classiness in your outfit and nice shoes. Nice shoes really matter. Like a lot of women look at feet or they look down at your feet and your shoes. So I think to me, the best accessories would be a watch, or at least something on your wrist. It doesn't have to be a watch, I guess. It could be a bracelet, a nice solid bracelet that looks really nice on you, a belt and shoes, and then fitted shirts and fitted pants. It doesn't matter what brand those are. Like people don't really care because they don't know. Most pants and shirts aren't really branded like that, especially the high-end brands. They don't brand their shirts all over the place. So when you're wearing just normal pants and shirt, but as long as they fit and looks good on you, and you're wearing those a little bit more higher end shoes, maybe not like, I'm not talking about like expensive shoes. I'm just saying good looking shoes. I'm not talking about Nikes. I'm not talking about freaking just tennis shoes or whatever. Like the normal shoes. Like it's a simple, like nice, classy dress slash semi-casual shoe. I suggest Kohans personally. Those are the shoes I wear. They're very light. They're very comfortable. They have a lot of wingtip designs. They look very classy, but very modern at the same time, and they fit very modern. Those are the shoes I would recommend. Belt, any brand, but just be a little bit more subtle. Don't get something that's just flashy belt, and then again, a watch or a bracelet. I wear a lot of black, so I prefer a black watch, and then the chain and stuff, I don't think that really matters too much. I happen to wear it because I've had this chain since I was like 8 or 9. Was given to me for good luck from a monk, so I've always had it my whole life. And the other chain I have is my mother's choker, and when she passed, I inherited that, so it makes me feel like she's around when I wear it. So I don't think these things matter too much, except for the 3 things I say. I'm not saying those are like the main things either, but those things do help you pop without having to spend a whole wardrobe of money.
Classic items like well-tailored suits, crisp button-down shirts, and well-fitted pants will never go out of style. Simplicity is key. Avoid flashy and attention-grabbing patterns or logos. Stick to neutral.
100%. That's why I wear solid black. I don't wear logoed clothing at all, really. Like, I don't wear Marvel shirts. I don't wear anime shirts and stuff like that. Not trying to hate on men that do that, but it just shows a different side of you that I don't think most women see as an attractive side.
True colors and timeless designs that complement your body type. Classic don't mean boring. It means confident and elegant. Chapter 6. Have a short trimmed hairstyle. Shows that you aren't concerned about your hair. Your hair is a powerful aspect of your overall appearance, and how you choose to style it can greatly impact how others look at you. One of the key...
It actually makes or break your face, like a lot of the time. If you have a weird haircut, it just makes your face and like your head look awkward. So yes, hair matters. I don't know about this short trim because there are men that are able to pull off the long hair, but I guess he's trying to say like for most men it would be short trimmed hair because only a few men that can pull off a very sleek long hair look.
Principles of exuding confidence is showing that you're not overly concerned about your hair. That does not mean neglecting it, but rather embracing a short-trimmed hairstyle that exudes simplicity and ease. A clean, well-maintained cut demonstrates that you're a man who prioritizes practicality and doesn't let vanity dictate his choices.
Mm-hmm.
A short-trimmed hairstyle is low maintenance. It requires minimal effort to style. It allows you to effortlessly maintain a neat and polished look without spending hours in front of the mirror.
I just put gel and just slick back and then just like, make sure there's nothing too out of line. And then later in the day, everything gets out of line. I just let it do what it needs to do. It works out fine. Like, yes, I don't even like maybe spend like 2 minutes, like brush, like not brushing, but like shaving and then doing my hair. That takes me about 2 minutes because I shave every day. Well, today I didn't shave. I woke up a little bit late, having to do things, but I usually shave every day and then and do my hair at the same time, and it takes me about 2 minutes.
By opting for a simple yet stylish cut, you free up time and mental energy to focus on the more important aspects of your life. Now, this doesn't mean that you should settle for a generic haircut. Find a style that suits your face shape and your personal preference.
Damn right. Like I said, face shape matters. If you have a good barber, like they'll help you work with it. But if you don't, you'll have to do some research on how your face is shaped and what is the best haircut to, complement your face.
Consult with a trusted barber or stylist who can help you choose a cut that enhances your features and complements your overall appearance. Chapter 7. Look straight into the eyes of everyone that you pass by. Maybe not everybody, but your eyes are windows to your soul. And when you meet someone's gaze with strength and unwavering confidence, it leaves a lasting impression.
You know what? I went to graduation recently, and that's what I do. I walk around with a very stone face. I just look everybody directly in their eye. And there was a woman that I was just like, "You have a problem?" And I was just like, no, I'm just looking. And yeah, people notice when you look at them like directly in their eyes, and especially when you're just kind of just walking about and doing whatever. It is a very like intimidating thing, I think.
As you go about your day, make a conscious effort to look straight into the eyes of everyone that you pass by, whether it's a stranger on the street, a colleague in the office, or someone you're engaging in conversation with. Maintain strong eye contact. This simple act sends a powerful message that you're present, you're attentive, and you're unafraid. When you meet someone's gaze, do not avert your eyes or look away timidly. Hold their gaze steadily, without aggression or intimidation. This demonstrates that you're comfortable in your own skin. You're unafraid of making connections with others. Eye contact is an essential aspect of effective communication.
It
shows that you're engaged, you're confident, you're assertive. It builds trust and establishes a connection between you and the person you're interacting with. It conveys respect and interest, making the other person feel valued and acknowledged. However, it is really important to note that there's a fine line between confident eye contact and being intense or invasive.
Oh,
Use
maybe
your judgment.
he's right. Maybe sometimes I do look intense. So maybe that's why some people are just like, oh.
And adapt to the situation. Adjust the duration and intensity of your gaze based on cultural norms and individual comfort levels. Or maybe another way to look at it is just avoid timing eye contact and thinking too much about if that felt right. It's more about avoiding the urge to look away when someone looks at you. Confidence is not something that you're born with, mate, but a skill that can be developed and honed.
It's funny when someone's like meets my eye, I just acknowledge them. I do. Like just like just, hey, and then I walk away. I don't break eye contact, but I do kind of acknowledge that we've met eye contact. I'm like, hey, what's up?
Owned. Many people don't realize that, and that's why they stay locked away from society, thinking that they'll never achieve the charisma and confidence that they want. But buddy, it requires conscious effort and self-awareness.
It does.
That's it. Embrace the discomfort. Push your boundaries as you incorporate these habits into your daily life.
That's why I was like saying, stumble forward and stay confused. Like don't be scared to like move forward and like try out things and do things to make you better. That's what life is. Like if you're if you're comfortable, you're never gonna grow.
And that's, again, about it. There isn't a way around it. As you walk through life, remember that confidence is not about dominating others or seeking validation. It's about just being able to be you, to be secure in who you are, valuing yourself and treating others with respect by first respecting yourself.
Damn
True
right.
confidence comes from within and it radiates outward.
Yeah, shout outs to Masculinity Guidance. Like, they do really good work. I love his channel. I do watch quite a bit of episodes from him, and then I thought this was really good. I don't think showing confidence is an easy thing, but the actions to make yourself look more confident are a little bit easier than actually being confident. And I think once you implement some of these actions, it actually makes you more confident because you're seeing things a little bit differently. So long as you're like working on small things at a time to get out there, eye contact, make yourself look good. I think when men look good, like you work out and you have good fitting clothes, men are confident. Like you kind of like radiate in a room a little bit. So please like and subscribe down below. I'd really appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys.